Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, stop, 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 stop. That'll be good, alright? Welcome back to another Everyday Value Mechanic video. In today's video I'm going to do something different that I typically do. So people who are watching me, who see my videos, I typically do step-by-step videos. This occasion, on this particular car, I'm going to do something different. I'm just going to film it as I go. I'm going to speed up the process. I have the couple Audi A6 and A5s how to do these timing belt jobs. Pretty much it's going to be same on this one. It's just older model. Why I'm going to do different this car, because this is a friend of mine car. This is Audi A6 2008 2-liter diesel engine, and he was traveling quite a long distance, somewhere around like 200 miles, maybe even more, and his timing belt tensioner gave up. And obviously once that goes, your belt also goes. In other words, people are going to say that this car is now belongs to the scrapyard. But I talked with him, and he agreed to give it a shot to revive it. So we're gonna strip everything down, put the new belt, and also water pump as it comes in a kit. Obviously you don't need it for this particular moment, but we're gonna see if I can revive this car back, or it's gonna be complete failure and waste of time. So, but he said he's willing to give it a shot. And you know, from one of my previous videos where I did Audi A6 and I left the locking pins in and I turned the engine and timing belt jumped, and I stripped everything back and put everything back together, and the car was running, and it's running since then. It's still running fine. I'll keep doing the service and everything else. This happened differently as he was traveling somewhere around 70-75 miles an hour, and he said suddenly there was a noise, and the car will start slowing down, and then he pulled on the side. It was side of the motorway, and yeah, and after that he couldn't start it. He tried to turn the key, nothing happening. And yeah, let's set this up on the ramp. Just something to mention, I already checked this car some time ago, obviously when he died, when he brought it back to the garage, and to check what actually happened with it. I'll show you. So here we can see there's no tension on a belt. The belt is loose. And here, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm going to shine the light. Is our tensioner, and it collapsed, so it's free. Oh, by the looks of it, it came with the bolt, so it's going to be tricky. Obviously, if there's damage in the block, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it. If it's just a bolt snap, I could try to extract the rest of the stud, put the new stud inside. But yeah, so here we can see it's no bueno for this particular car. And now there's a fog light on the other side. That's the fog light remove, and the bumper can come off. So that's the bumper removed. So now we can proceed to take the both headlights off, then the crush bar, all these cowls, wirings for the horn. there. That's there. There. I'm just gonna drain the coolant. There's still coolant in the radiator. Here we can see the bolt, the stud is still inside. I'll try to extract it. We can put the new stud, new tensioner. But before that, we have to remove auxiliary belt, crankshaft pulley, then this bottom cover, and the belt itself. What the hell is that? Where this came from? Oh, and the water pump was leaking as well. So it was definitely due for timing belt. Actually, the backstory is, as this car, that we don't have any records when the timing belt is done, and it's better to do it. And he was actually on the process to do the timing belt. But on the tough times, for better times waiting, and he thought maybe a little bit more, it's not gonna cause any harm or any issue. There's more parts. There's another washer here. Is there any pulley missing? That's the tensioner there. That looks of it now. Interesting. Yeah, so he was in a process to do a timing belt, but we wanted to postpone it a little bit and thought a little bit more time is not gonna cause an issue. Just FYI, I am no metal worker or machinist, so don't have much of experience. Things like this, the best way to remove it. So I'm just gonna try to do the best I can. I'll drill a small, very tiny hole. I can try to put inside a socket, a very small one, with the hopes it will open it. And I can try to put this one in there, and it will grip as I turn it, and maybe it will do nothing. I can try to bring the size bigger, but it might be that it doesn't fit inside there. And it snapped. Man, that's the last thing I wanted. My first plan failed miserably.
A few moments later.
See? So I drilled the hole all the way through the bolt, I put the bigger RBRT, and I think I am winning. Oh, something is coming out. And I did not damage any thread. Maybe just at the beginning a little bit while I was chiseling. But other than that, the bolt is out. And even though if I wouldn't be able to take this bolt out, I already had a plan B. and that's my brother. He's very good at this stuff. I thought I'm gonna call it, but I think this stud got scared and gave up. Okay. So the next step is to remove the guide pulley, water pump. I don't think this is a point, but if everything works, I don't want to take everything back out and just to put the water pump anyway. Once I put the belt on, I can't return the kit, and the water pump was leaking, so. So if you question yourself, how did that not, the stud could snap, our theory is that somebody who did the belt before, they over tight this stud, and hence it had like a minor crack, and from the heat cycle, so hot cold, and the vibrations, it just at some point gave up. Yeah, so a lot of times, so even I myself probably as well in this crime, so it's very rarely when people change these studs. So, and if in the last probably 3 timing belts or 2 timing belts nobody did the stud, then obviously that could cause it. Is somebody removed it, put the new one, stretched it a bit, then the next one stretched it a bit, and that's it. At some point it was game over. The last one here. 15. Got the new studs. So these are the new one. So this is the old one for the guide pulley. Goes inside here. And then the also here, the smaller goes inside here. So I'm gonna put both studs on the 15. So I got spec for this one. This is 15 Newton meters, but there's no spec for this one. But I'm just gonna assume they're both same. And then the nut that goes on the tensioner is 20 Newton meters, and then I think 45 degrees angle. So that's one. Oh no, still going. That's it, that's our 15 Newton meters. Okay, so I'm gonna tie these two first now. So this pulley here should be 20 Newton meters. Okay. So that's 20. And then this upper bigger one is 40 Newton meters plus 90 degrees. So that's 41.6. Now we need 90 degrees. It totaling to 71 Newton meter, but you should never go for it. But if you can't do any other options, then 70 Newton meters in this pulley gonna hold in place. So I do not have a proper correct timing tool for this crankshaft. For the cams, you can always just take a 6mm drill bit, or if you have any screws, and you're gonna be good to go. But for this, I don't have. I have for the CR engine, which is the next engine after this one that came out. That is for the Audi C7. and I'll try to use it as it's very, very similar. Yeah, close position that where it's supposed to be. So that's the best I have at the moment. So yeah, it could actually lock on me now. Okay, it's meant to be somewhere here apparently. Position. So I'm gonna put this tool in and just close it. And in theory,
let's fingers crossed.
That's where it's supposed to be. Well, we think that it's supposed to be there. Next is the camshaft. And on the camshaft, so these groove bits meant to be at the top facing upwards, and then one locking pin is gonna be from here, there, and then this one is locked somewhere here. So yeah, so here. Now the belt itself. Oh, finally.
That was easy. That's why you need to release
Yeah.
these 3 balls so you have an easier way to put the valve on.
Now we have to tension the tensioner using the Allen key. There's an arrow meant to go clockwise, and then this point here meant to meet in the middle of this cutout. Need to do that. This one. And somewhere around here. Can you grab the 16? Just put it so it was tight so I can let it go on this first. Too much, yeah. Open a bit. More. Yeah, now tight it.
A bit stronger.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna talk now. So 2 steps. First step is 20 Newton meters. That was 22, and now 45 degrees. Again, 45 degrees. So meant to be somewhere here probably. That went so easy. That's like 27 Newton meters. Should we open it and torque it one more time? Is it push a little bit back? Yeah. Can you? Yeah, more. 1 second. Open this. Yeah, now a little bit back. Yeah, leave it there. Actually, leave it there. I think I'm gonna move it once I'm tightening it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it too.
You mess with the threads.
Yeah, there's no tension, nothing. Okay.
Get it out.
So strip the threads. Question is why?
Now, well, we don't have much options. We need to put insert. Retread it for bigger hole.
So what happened? You saw it came with the threads out, even though we talked about the spec. But now what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a bigger hole, make a new thread, put the insert, and then into that insert we're gonna put the stud inside. Let's hope that this is the same length as the original bolt. Where's the original bolt? Let's put it next to it. Yeah, it's the same length. So now we are at the back. So hello, yeah. So we put the 2 thread inserts inside, and this is now rock solid. We are back where we left before.
I think so. You want to put that fully on.
Oh shoot. Yeah. So that's there. Yeah, exactly. One, two, three. So 25 Newton meters. One, two, and three. And jump off without doing anything else. Oh, you. Oh. I'm gonna step aside behind this light just in case something shoots. Well, it has compression. Yeah. All right. It might not start because the intercooler is off. Some cars, if you don't have intercooler, I'm gonna have to hold it. This plus and minus is so close to each other on this car. Okay, try. It runs, but like. Did you switch it off? Yeah. Well, it runs. Yeah. I will put it back. No, today I finished. So it runs, it starts. it sounded like it's misfiring, but it also could be many things. Obviously 220 on a clock. We need intercooler on, auxiliary belt. It might do something, might not. The coolant pipes, the power steering pipes and everything else. The biggest one is intercooler, because I know a lot of cars don't like to run without intercooler. But from this point onward, I know the car is gonna go off the run by itself rather than me pushing it again. So that's a good start. Hello guys, we're back. Today is Monday, it's end of the work day. So I got a little bit time to work on my stuff that I want to do rather than what the garage needs. And over the weekend I ordered the correct tool. I ordered from Amazon. It's just like £10. It's very cheap. There's already one pin missing. That is for the tensioner, to lock the tensioner. But I don't need it. Basically, the tool I needed is one of these ones here at the bottom. And so the next plan is to take the crankshaft pulley off and take the belt off. No, just take the crankshaft pulley off first and then time it up and see if marking is gonna align correctly with our Saturday markings and the cams as well. Then we should be good to go. I'm not gonna need to remove the belt. I'm just gonna leave it as this and build it back on. If it's gonna be off by a tooth or something, then we're gonna adjust it. We're gonna take the belt off. We're gonna adjust everything and put the belt again on and go from there. So, all right. I'm not gonna bore you with all this stripping and building back up together. I'm probably gonna pause it at the point when I'm gonna fit the tool. But yeah, so this is where we are now. So I have this arrow here rather than the stripe, so my option is B. If you look on these two tools, you see it. So one has arrow here, so that's going to be our A, and another one has arrow here, so this is B. So I'm going to be using this tool. And then in theory, this should slide here. So yeah, it is bang on. Let me show you. Where's the torch? So here you can see this is the markings that we left with the CR engine tool, the one of the latest engines. And if I'm using this tool here, if I slide it on, you can see that the arrow matches that triangle here, and the tool up here is also locked all the way in. Here we can see, so this is locked, and this is locked. So I'm not gonna take it off. Now I'm 100% sure that it's timed off correctly. Because what happened with the previous tool, I was not 100% sure if that previous tool was it supposed to be this timing tool, and this is for the CR engines, diesel engines, and it looks like this. So this pin meant to be here, but now I know that what I learned, that I can use this timing tool for even for the older diesel engines. And so yeah, so now I'm just gonna put everything back together, and finger crossed, once the intercooler is on, it's gonna run better than it was. Just something to mention it, I got one question: where did this nut and this washer came from, and is this what caused the bolt to snap? I think this is gonna be mystery. If you remember, I pulled it out from inside where the timing belt's supposed to be sitting. I put these two out.
engine doesn't work very good.
Yeah.
Bad luck, the valve bent somewhat. Yeah. Yeah. It will stop now.
But it started before. Why doesn't it start now? So, managed to start the car up. It runs rough, like it's misfiring. And also, if we go at the back, it smokes. It's hard to see, but if we look at the Mercedes in the distance, that is all in the smoke. So, can you fix the car after the timing belt been jumped or snapped or anything else happened to it? I can say from my own experience, yes and no. As this car, the accident on the engine happened when it was driving 70 miles an hour, and obviously when the timing belt jumped, it was still rolling, and that means the crankshaft was still spinning, and it had plenty of time to damage valves and everything else. Yeah, so this car is probably would need minimum the cylinder head, maybe new engine even. But if your car happens same thing while you've been stationary or on the first startup, there's a big chance you can do it, as I had a similar accident when I did the one timing belt and I left the locking pins inside. Tried to start the car up, and with the engine being locked and the timing jumped, I'll strip everything, put it back together. Car is running ever since fine. Unfortunately, I have to surrender to defeat this time. Sadly for my friend, he has to look for a new car. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.